I'm Mike. I'm down at the woodlot today, and this is my first YouTube video. What I'm going to be doing for everyone is going over some equipment that I've gathered over the years, give you my opinion on it, tell you whether I think it's worth it for me or not, may be different for you, whether I think it's a good piece of equipment, needs some improvement, and just generally my recommendation around it. I know there's going to be a lot of thoughts on stuff, or, I'm sure lively debates in the comments around Husqvarna, Steel, different brands and stuff like that. But that's not what we're really here to argue about. What we're here to do is to help each other out and to go through stuff that works. So today, for my first video, what I'm going to talk about is my Typhoon EVG 35A logging winch. I've had it about a year now, and what I will say about the winch is it's really upped the game as far as being able to get to firewood that I couldn't normally get to, or just take a beating on the tractor trying to get there and pull it out of the woods. So the Typhoon winch has really allowed me to recover stuff that otherwise wouldn't have been easily recoverable in a safe manner. And that's really what it's all about for us, is make sure we're safe as we're getting stuff out of the woods. We're not gonna get down into the woods today with the Typhoon. I will do that in the future, show you some really cool stuff, how to use a snatch block, how to angle the tractor, or at least, the ways that I angle the tractor to get stuff out of the woods. We're just gonna go over the winch a little bit today. And I do apologize for the wind behind me. I am out in the tent. We just set this up about a week ago. It's been out here blowing around a little bit. We'll go over what I think of this tent that I grabbed off Amazon, at a later time. But apologize for the wind. You might hear the tent rattling around a little bit. But let's get right to it and let's go over the winch. So here is the EVG 35A made by Typhoon, not Tajfun, as a lot of people call it. This is an 8,000-pound winch, has 200 feet of cable on it. I have it hooked on my old trusty Kubota L2900. So as you can see, winch has a hook on the front, has 3 other hooks on it for you to put your chokers on and so forth. Typhoon winch has a couple places when you're pulling logs out, if you don't want to keep them on the cable, which puts a little strain on the drum, you can hook the chains around that. Has a lower pulley, so you can get the center of gravity a little bit further down. The winch also has a pretty nice bulldozer blade that will lock into the ground and has a nice cage on it. So the other thing that it does come with, it comes with a hitch mount, so you can pull a trailer with it. I've actually found that that's not very useful. The reason why is because I don't have a big trailer with a pintle hitch on it that I would be pulling with this tractor, but that's really what that's meant for, is a pintle hitch. The other thing with this winch down here is when you take it off the tractor, it has a very nice stand on it. You're able to drop those legs down, keep this fairly level. There's multiple positions in it, which I like. I did go ahead and get the chainsaw holders. They do work nice in the woods. As you can see, after a little while, they start to bend up a little bit. I'm trying to get some angles here on the top. As you put the saws down through, it does hold them tight, but sometimes makes it a little hard to get in and out. Really nice thing about this, has a great PTO shaft with that button on it, so you're not using those old metal things that tend to be such a pain to get on and off. Also comes with a really nice PTO holder right here, so when you have the shaft off, you have a place to put it. That's a really nice little touch that they have for that. The other thing too, if I can get the angle on it here, you can see it'll do a category 1 or a category 2 hitch. You can put it in multiple positions. Between the 1 and the 2, it's just a sleeve that they put on the pin that's in it. Works perfect. The other thing too, little nice things that Typhoon does here is they put little rubber holders on a lot of the pins so you don't lose those. Wish they would have done that up on the top for being able to fold down the top protector, but I just put some there on myself. If you look, what this is right here, great to hold different tools that you might put, like if you're going to use like any kind of things to move logs around. Nice to be able to put a tool on there and not have it fall off the tractor. Plenty of room on it to put you know, your chains and so forth. Really well thought out. You have your black and white cables. I actually probably shouldn't say this, but had to cut them down a little bit because they were a little bit long. But that enables you to activate the winch and activate the brake and so forth. So really nice with that. The other thing too, little cover here if you need to get down into the winch itself, lube the cable, look at the cable, do any kind of maintenance on it. You can actually adjust the winch to make sure that, you know, as it wears, you can, you know, adjust it out so it grabs a little better. Places for grease fittings and all of that kind of stuff. So overall, I would say A++ on this for price, usability, fun, just being able to make sure you get safely to the wood that you have out in the wood lot. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up saying that the Typhoon EVG 35A, absolutely great piece of equipment. One of the better things down at the wood lot that I've been using. Totally changed the game with Firewood. Used to just try to use a triangle on the back of the tractor and just ripping on stuff, trying to get it out of the woods. You know, whether it be stuff that was real heavy, places that I had to get the tractor in that really we're just putting a beating on it. I have some really wet areas here. I have some steep areas. We'll have fun looking at all of those things, you know, as we go through and, you know, throughout the season and really start. Right now, it's the beginning of February, 32 degrees out, which isn't too bad. You know, the ground's a little frozen and so forth. So I could get into some places with the tractor that as the season goes on, it's just not going to be possible. So we'll get down there with the winch this year, play around with it, show you again some really cool stuff using the snatch block. Tractor's just going to sit right up on the trails as, you know, I just go through, put cable in the woods, pull stuff out, and get it right up here for us to buck it up, make some rounds, throw it on the splitter, get it in the trailer, and most importantly, get it into that stove so we can get some heat for next winter. So thanks a lot. Hope you hit the subscribe button. You know, we'll be going over a lot of stuff, you know, throughout the year. Hope you enjoy it. Love to see some stuff in the comments. And let's all work together in a positive way to look at some tools, how we use them, and how they've, you know, changed our game. So thanks. Have a great one.